Well, a majority of college freshmen are back to school now, feeling a sense of buyer's remorse, but not about the holiday gifts they gave.
Yeah, it turns out that more than half were disenchanted with the college that they chose. Now, College Click TV's Ericho Yaverbaum is here with the numbers and the reasons, and, you know, a lot of people kind of transfer.
Well, yeah, a lot of people transfer.
Yeah.
We don't have the data on that, but what we wanted to do at collegeclicktv.com was put our finger to the pulse of what college freshmen were feeling. And 56% of them were not happy. This is in their first semester.
Really?
It's one of the reasons that we created our website, to give these kids a 360-degree perspective of a college that they might go to, so that they can pick the right school for them. And in these tough economic times, to be able to save money, one, in applications, and two, in school tours, so you don't have to go to so many colleges, we give them a peer-to-peer way to find out about their school.
Now, do you think by asking these questions to them within the first semester, I mean, there can be a lot of just, you know, adjustment issues. You know, people not used to being home, working home and stuff like that.
Yeah, but what's most important is money's tight.
Yeah.
And you want your college-bound kid to pick the right school for them. When they can go and hear, unscripted, because that's what we have on our site, unscripted, peer-to-peer, let other students tell it to you, not the university themselves. We have all that information. You can find out what it costs, what room and board is, anything that you would possibly want to know before you chose a school. But let's hear peer-to-peer, unscripted reviews so you get the full experience. When people talk about their college experience being the best 4 years of their life, they're not talking about cramming. They're not talking about tests. They're not talking about academics. That's just a part of it. It's that entire experience. And that's what we do at collegeclicktv.com, is we give your prospective student the opportunity to hear from other students, so we make sure that you pick the right school for you.
Social activities, spring break. Everything all together. Now, by the way, we had a graphic up there a moment ago, which I want to talk about. Maybe this is creative interpretation. 81% that are happy, it looks like, say that yes, and we have a winning football team. 33% say no, and we have a winning football team. Does this mean that we are all shallow enough to think that a winning football team makes a difference?
It's certainly fun to go to a school with a winning football team.
My college didn't even have a football team.
You know what? I would look at, anecdotally, that's a fun statistic, but most importantly is make sure you know everything about that university. And before you spend the money to apply, before you spend the money to make the trip to go there, learn everything you possibly can, and learn it from your peers.
What on average is it to apply now to colleges?
Well, it depends where you want to go. I mean, if state schools are obviously cheaper if you're going to go in-state. I mean, you're talking. I mean, you could be talking about a couple $100,000.
So you could rack up just application fees, just applying. So this certainly helps.
Application fees, travel fees. You're looking at $10,000 to $20,000 just to make the decision before you ever do make the decision.
And then forget about the cost of transferring and money and everything else.
If you want to
do that,
it's too important of a decision.
But Eric, the rest of your survey is available on our website, fox61.com, so you can have a look at all those numbers and find out about those shallow kids that only care about a winning football team. Thank you very much, Eric.
Thanks for having me.
collegeclicktv.com. All right.